Ah, oh, hello, and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic dinosaur action. Not on Magic the Gathering Arena. This, as the title suggests, is a Pioneer League on Magic the Gathering Online. Oh my goodness, I've been looking forward to this. I've been meaning to get to it, eventually getting some 5-0 trophies, and then my name will be posted for everybody to see. And happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that are watching right now. Later on, hopefully Mother's Day was good, and well, it's gonna go good tonight. I bet. Okay, let's doesn't look too good, does it? Certainly not as visually appealing as Arena. Fortunately, this dinosaur deck, Stampede, I guess I could make myself big like that. Probably. Maybe even a little bit bigger. But this Stampede Dinos deck is fully illegal on Magic the Gathering Arena or Pioneer. Everything transfers over perfectly fine, which is quite nice indeed. And yes, the 6 in the thumbnail there, an average mana value actually of 6.1. You might be asking yourself, how the heck are you ever going to be able to do anything? But as it is with Stampede Dinos, making a bunch of mana, big mana, to cast all those costly things, grabbing specific lands with Sylvan Scrying here, man, that's not good at all. You can't really... I haven't played Magic the Gathering Online too much, but yeah, Sylvan Scrying here, I'll find out some way to pop it up bigger, like on Arena. But Sylvan Scrying searches for a specific land, and I put it into my hand. Archdruid's Charm could search for a specific land, put it right onto the battlefield, and do a bunch of other stuff, but for the most part, Archdruid's Charm does grab a land, usually the overwhelming amount of times. But Sunken Citadel, fantastic from the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. It has an ability where it taps for 2 mana of the chosen color. When it enters, you choose a color. The first time, often, I choose green, so it taps for 2 green for a land with an activated ability. If you have another Sunken Citadel, both of them tap for 4 mana total for a land with an activated ability, which allows you to go with Castle Garenbrig, which is hiding in the back up top there. So yeah, 2 Sunkens plus Castle Garenbrig. You tap 3 lands. You get to activate Castle Garenbrig's ability. You make 6 green for creatures or their activated abilities. Sprinkle in 2 other lands, and all of a sudden, with 5, potentially, you're making 8 for Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant. Oh, and there's not a whole lot an opponent can do about it. You might be wondering, oh, how's it face off against Izzet Phoenix? Pretty fantastic. Their early removal is mostly dead and useless because, one of my favorite points, I don't rely on early creatures. So Fatal Push, get lost. The opponent's chances might be getting lost, really, especially when I drop Carnage Tyrant on turn 4. Oftentimes I can make 6 on turn 4, which is, pretty respectable. The early turns are involving Sylvan Scrying and Archdruid's Charm, ideally anyways, so it sets up and there's no reason to do anything else. I hope to play these, so that's what happens there. But Nurturing Bristleback up top here, yeah, it's up top there. Nurturing Bristleback is a lovely dinosaur, a common, but it has the forest cycling for 2, so I can discard it. I can search my library for any forest card. Stomping Ground oftentimes is the case. If I'm looking for a source of red for Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher, usually that's not the case because Regisaur Alpha and Palani's Hatcher are just put onto the battlefield with Ghalta. I don't even need a source of red, but Nurturing Bristleback is something I could do for 2 to get the 3rd land to go Archdruid's Charm, and we're off to the races. But also Titanoth Rex. I really should have figured out how to show cards a little bit bigger. Titanoth Rex, and the list as always in the description. And join the Discord if you haven't already. but it's a big costly creature. It costs 9, which is crazy. It is a dinosaur, but it also has the cycling effect. I can pay 1 in the green to discard it, draw a card, and when I cycle it, I get to put a trample counter on some creature. Now most of the time, pretty much all the dinosaurs in this deck have trample, so it's a little bit redundant, but throwing trample on Palani's Hatcher, now that would be quite fantastic. Get through a bunch of damage if an opponent chump blocks her. Yeah, we'll see. But also it just increases the average mana value. Oftentimes it is 5, which is still absolutely crazy for... Oh, excuse me, I drank my coffee too fast. Too crazy for most of you, but it's not as crazy as you might think. And there are some decks on Magic the Gathering Online that you basically don't face on Arena, in Explorer. That is going to be the most interesting thing. Lotus Field, of course, on Magic the Gathering here. MTGO, yeah, I'll call it MTGO. Lotus Field is a very real possibility. They have hidden strings, a sorcery spell. Basically, they pay 1 in the blue. They can untap 2 permanents or 2 lands. Either way, they pay 1 in the blue to untap both Lotus Fields that they tapped. They tap both to make 6, and they use 2 to untap. Then they tap them again, and then they're sitting at 10 mana. Likely they would ultimatum with all of that, and things go downhill. They go downhill quite a bit. Otherwise, nothing is too worrisome. Bring to Light is quite fantastic. A fantastic, lovely, deadly, stupendous rainbow colored deck. All the colors, all the most painful and best spells you could possibly imagine, but they're not doing anything too fancy. I'm going to aim to do my thing, which I would imagine is probably also pretty resilient against that. But otherwise, everything is basically the same as it has been on Arena. For anybody that has been watching, Torpor Orb, you know my love for that. We hose Amalia Explore because the way they gain life is creatures entering the battlefield. So if creatures entering the battlefield don't trigger the life gain, the deck really doesn't do a whole lot. They don't have too many other ways to gain life, but Torpor Orb is going to be lovely. It does hurt me, but chances are the opponent is going to kill it. If they don't, I simply kill Torpor Orb right when I'm about ready to pop off. Rev, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Yes. What's up? The red rush down, absolutely. That is a very good point. Aggro, if I know I'm facing it, I could sprinkle in some of the early dinosaurs, but for the most part, it's going to be a pretty rough matchup. I am aiming to bring in, if I can scroll over here. My goodness, this is... Okay, well, we'll get there. But Hornet Queen, making 7 mana, you might think that's a little bit too slow, but oftentimes I'm able to make 7 mana on turn 4. Sunken Citadels, Castle Garenbrig, you get the idea. So sometimes Hornet Queen has bought me enough time playing this on turn 4, having a swarm of big flying death touch creatures, 5 of them to be exact, sometimes grinds the opponent's aggression right to a halt. Now with the red rush down, the slick shot show off, fantastic addition from Thunder Junction. Oftentimes it does have trample, so most of the damage would go right through the little death touch insect, but try my best. Aggro for the most part with this particular list that you're seeing tonight, it's going to be rough, but anything else I would feel quite comfortable with. You can't likely be good against everything, but if I knew I was facing aggro 100%, I would bring stuff in. There's more stuff that isn't aggro than is aggro. And this is slightly leaning more towards the fun side, I guess you could say. Yes, Junior, I'm happy to be on Magic the Gathering Online, 100%. I tried to install it way back in 8th edition, so we're talking like a 12, 15 years ago, and I had dial-up. I was so excited to start playing this, and it just never worked. I waited 10 hours, might have been about 12 hours, and it just crapped out. It's pretty hard to download a game like this with a dial-up internet. Then I just never tried again once we got okay internet, and well, here we are. Here we are. Turning over a new leaf, new potential. So yeah, Hornet Queen, aiming to pick up some wins against those aggressive decks, but if I don't win against aggro, I don't exactly, yeah, I'm gonna kick butt. I'm gonna kick mono black wastes not. But that was a tongue twister. Leyline of Sanctity continuing to stay in. For anybody that isn't aware, mono black waste not targets you with a lot of their spells and abilities, and it makes you discard cards. So with Leyline of Sanctity, if it's in your opening hand, it starts on the battlefield and it gives you hexproof. So if this happens to be out at the beginning of the game against mono black waste not, it's basically in the bag at that point. They could still make you discard in a couple of ways, but for the most part, the deck is not going to be doing a whole lot. So you just sit back, relax. You can comfortably keep a little bit more of a greedy hand. With Sylvan Scrying, you know it's not going to get discarded until you use it. They can't go Duress, they can't go Thoughtseize. By the time it gets around to your turn 2, spending 2 to go Sylvan Scrying, turning it into something that can't be discarded whatsoever. You turn it into a land. There you go. Off to the races. I'm quite excited about this, but 12 minutes. I thought it would be a little bit longer, especially because this is a different look and a different way to play Magic the Gathering, but I'm pretty sure I have the ticks. Pioneer League, yeah, okay, looking good. 10 event tickets, boom, there you go. I'm doing exactly what I said. Oh, okay. Play league match. Please no, league match. All right. Whew, and I have to keep in mind, with Magic the Gathering Online, you have to close it down every 2 or 3 matches, I believe. Something about memory lag or memory bleed, something like that. It slows down, basically. Memory dump. Either way, the game starts to lag, things start to go pretty bad, and to make it go smooth and not crash after every 2 or 3 matches, supposedly you close it down. So I'll be aiming to do that. All right. Oh, I won the die roll. I want to go first. I can make that work, I think. 2 lands, Sylvan Scrying. I will do 1 mulligan. It could be quite a bit. Oh, I got. Well, you know what? Stomping Ground, Cavernous Souls, Titanoth Rex to dig. It is a little bit risky with 2 Archdruid's Charms. I do only have 1 source of green with Stomping Ground. I feel good. I feel good about that. Once Fred figures it out. Ghalta to the bottom. Okay. My goodness. The text is even a little bit hard for me to read. Whew. Should make the screen a little bit bigger. There we go. That a little bit bigger. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Oh yes, I got to play something. No, I don't want to pay 2 life. I don't have Cavernous Souls. That is going to be pretty interesting as well. Titanoth Rex, likely, it could have been a Cavernous Souls. I did have that in for a little bit, but I felt like I would change Cavernous Souls to have it be a straight up dinosaur itself. Whether Cavern could be considered Nurturing Bristleback. Cavern, oftentimes I do want to pay a green, look at the top 5, and usually grab a land. But sometimes Commune with Dinosaurs wouldn't even grab a land, and yeah, that's just how it goes. Now, Nurturing Bristleback, if it is Commune or what commune would have been. I can always at least forest cycle to grab a land, a forest. The Stomping Ground and what? Oh, yeah, it's not automatic. Okay, we'll get there. Take a little bit. Slightly rusty. Okay. We got mono black waste knot. This could be a little problematic. It's going to be problematic for the opponent when I bring in the lovely Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, discard a card. Carnage Tyrant? Yeah, we got to go with Carnage Tyrant. We really are going to need those lands whenever possible. Okay. Ooh. Eventually. Once I draw. Oh, you got to be kidding. Sunken Citadel. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's going pretty darn good. Hopefully I draw a land that gives me a source of green next turn. Yeah, that's okay. Keep going. Let's go into the opponent's turn. Beautiful. Either I draw a land that gives me a source of green and allows me to go with Archdruid's Charm, or hopefully Titanoth Rex cycles, draws a card, and then gets me that source of green I'm looking for. But Tiny Bones joins up. Man, that is it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Got to keep Cavern of Souls. I want to keep all the lands possible. I think it's just got to be Archdruid's Charm. Eventually. End step. All right. Not too bad. Oh!
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen...
Whoa. There you go. Sometimes the luck is with me on here, too. Well. Man, that is beautiful stuff indeed. Okay. Now I have all the mana I could ever need, all of a sudden. I'm glad I listened to my gut. Yeah. Archdruid's Charm, we're going to cast that. We're going to grab a second Sunken Citadel. All of a sudden, we'll be able to make 7, 8. 8 next turn. Now, go blank is a little bit rough. I'm just going to play Archdruid's Charm. Get that out of the way. Pay green. Green. Okay. It takes a little bit getting used to. Of course, this is quite a bit more automatic on Arena. Where's Sunken Citadel? Oh, there it is. Good. I'll choose green. Just in case a Field of Ruin or something would take out one of the Sunkens, they would probably take out the one that is green, which would be quite rough. But the darn go blank, man, I'm going to hose him. Big time. We don't exactly need Titanoth Rex. Yeah, that's alright. Question becomes, do I want Cavern of Souls? Do I want Archdruids? I say we go with keeping Archdruid's Charm. That feels good. I was even thinking of starting with Leyline of Sanctity and dumpstering this opponent, as I usually do. Okay, the Tyrranax is definitely something. I can't cast it, unfortunately, almost, which is quite crazy. Getting very, very close to that. Okay. Well, we'll wait. I could go Archdruid's Charm, grabbing a creature, but I couldn't play that creature anyways. See if they use what they use. I would imagine we'll be discarding something. Okay. That's a little bit rough. Another Tiny Bones joins up is going to be certainly quite problematic. All right, Tyrranax it is. Tyrranax it is. That's okay. I mean, it is quite a bit of damage. That whatchamacallit. What's his name? Vadmir Newblood is getting quite big. 5 power already. Ooh. Okay, Archdruids. Let's go. Search my library for... Vaultborn Tyrant, I think, might be the best. Even though I would have to discard cards, it is a big creature. Draws me cards. We'll get there. We'll get there. Oh, and a Stomping Ground as well. We'll see what Vaultborn Tyrant opens up. What he draws. Okay, eventually. Getting there. Alright. Last mana. Boom. Oh. Beautiful. Carnage Tyrant to boot. Question becomes, do I want to play that Stomping Ground? Be forced to discard Carnage Tyrant. I'll keep both in my hand, just in case. If I draw Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, I can play Stomping Ground, get to 8 mana. But now I have the options of choosing what to discard, and I could protect Carnage Tyrant simply by keeping that Stomping Ground there. Hopefully. Okay, okay. Take out Vaultborn Tyrant, do it. You know you wanna. Now just playing the Graveyard Trespasser isn't going to be doing a whole lot. They don't have any more mana. Vadmir does have Menace, so we will at least be hit for 6, which is going to be, pretty rough. Definitely. But it's not the end of the world. Not completely. We could play that lovely Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, maybe. But we can't block the Vadmir. It does have Menace. We would need at least 2 creatures, sadly. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, another Vaultborn Tyrant. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, folks. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Oh boy. Get him. Getting good. Ooh, 6 life. There. I negated completely the previous attack of Vadmir. And I draw 2. Oh, a Ghalta. Ghalta. Good. And Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Okay. No, I'm not paying 2 life. This is gonna be... Ooh, they can't kill either Vaultborn Tyrant. I won't attack. I want to have both to block Vadmir next turn, I hope. If one goes down, I gain 6 life. If it isn't an exile effect, they make a copy of themselves, and then I draw 2 cards, gain 6 life. You get the idea. It's about to get problematic, I hope, for the opponent. I would imagine they have to deal with the Vaultborn Tyrant somehow. We'll see. Okay.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
That's certainly how I felt. Top decking that second Vaultborn Tyrant. Ooh, stabilizing quite nicely and pretty much immune to removal. Attack with Vadmir. Do it. You know you wanna. This is just going to get worse and worse and worse. Hopefully, drawing up Palani's Hatcher or a Regisaur Alpha. It would be nice to give everybody haste next turn. Possibly lethal. It's going to be 2 triggers from Vaultborn Tyrant as well, which is quite nice indeed. I imagine just playing Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, there could be a pretty good chance that I draw into Oh, it absolutely. It is not a pretty sight, no. Oh, they didn't even bother attacking. Oh, my goodness. Okay, strap yourselves in, folks. The opponent may just be dead. Oh, I got him. I didn't even need, you-know-what, Leyline of Sanctity to give myself hexproof. Oh boy. Oh, shucks. Dun, dun, dun. We'll get there. Hands with Bill. The green. Not working. Cancel. Okay, let me think. That's green, yeah. Okay, there we go. We got the mana. Have to do it in a certain way, I guess. There we go. Oh, my goodness. Oh, the game has ended.
You won! You did it!
That's how you do it, folks. Okay, bring in... Get wasted. Mono black waste not. Bring in Leyline of Sanctity. They don't even know how much worse it's about to get. We don't need the Titanoth Rex. No siree. Like I mentioned, the Titanoth Rex and the Tyrranax, they're more on the fun side of things. If I have to trim something big, it is going to be that. I definitely want to preserve the Nurturing Bristleback with the forest cycling for 2. If I get to 2 lands plus Nurturing, I get to 3 lands with that cycling. If I get to 3 lands, I get to Archdruids. Chances are there's a sunken or castle mixed in with those first 3 lands, and then I go Archdruids to grab the other land that I don't have. Alright. I'm ready to go. Eventually. What a submit deck. 60? Okay. My, oh my. It is a very good hand, absolutely. We got the job done the previous game. I'm going to keep, even though it doesn't have Leyline of Sanctity. Thunderwolf, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. All is certainly quite well with me. Okay, I like this. But yeah, tons of lands, well, a bunch of lands. Sylvan Scrying and Archdruid's Charm, even though without the potential of giving myself hexproof, still feels like a very real, reasonable possibility. I just have to always remember to click those checks and those prompts, because again, Arena does all the prompts for you. It can, exasperate or create some bad habits, especially going into paper. If you've only played Arena, you might be asking for trouble right there. Don't draw Leyline of Sanctity. Okay, still didn't draw it. Definitely paying that 2 life. The first Sylvan Scrying, grabbing Castle Garenbrig. Eventually, man, I love auto tappers. Oh, I've been spoiled. Yeah. As long as they don't have a Thoughtseize or a Duress, it would be nice to go Archdruid's Charm next turn. We play Castle, we play Archdruids, putting Sunken Citadel onto the battlefield, and then turn 4, I'm going to be able to make 7 mana if all goes well. Play the Vaultborn Tyrant. I would imagine Archdruid's Charm is going to get... Okay, that's how it goes. Not the end of the world. But Archdruid's Charm, 100% gone. Absolutely. It's gotta be. Oh boy. Hey. That's alright. Some good. Okay, we'll get there. Still not paying 2 life. Hopefully getting maybe another Archdruids or another Sylvan Scrying, or just simply top decking that Sunken Citadel. That'd be ideal. But you can see how well just that Leyline of Sanctity would have been. Archdruid's Charm would have been protected. I would have been able to cast it, and it would have been basically all over at that point. But yeah, I'm just happy I took him down in game 1. Oh, yes, a prompt. We'll get there. I like to manually click the things if I get used to just pressing a hotkey. I feel like I miss some phases and steps. Ooh, but two-way snot that's not fun. Okay. We are getting there. At least I will be able to play the first Regisaur Alpha next turn. It could be a Carnage Tyrant if we draw that, but I do have some plays. All is not lost. Yet. Now if I get a Sunken Citadel, absolutely that is what I'm going to be doing. Huh. Looks like they're mana screwed. A bit. I do imagine they have removal. I'm pretty sure that is what's going to happen, but well, you never know. They might not. I would imagine Regisaur Alpha maybe going down to Sheoldred's Edict or something like that. Fatal Push probably taking out the token at the very least. Oh, bitter. Hey. That's alright. That's alright. At least we have a lovely dinosaur token. Can't attack with it, but play the second Regisaur Alpha next turn and be looking good. Ooh, Tiny Bones joins up. Sadly, they will be making 2 zombies. They have 2 Waste Knots, and we'll do what we can. I think Tyrranax Rex is probably the best bet. I want to keep both Vaultborn Tyrants 100%. Definitely want to keep Regisaur Alpha just because, well, I don't have any other plays at the moment next turn. Sunken Citadel. Oh, Archdruid's Charm. Okay. We know what we're doing. 100%. Let's attack with the token. See what they do. Yeah, now it might all be over. I'm pretty sure it could be over. Archdruid's Charm to grab Sunken, and we have all the mana we need. We just have to hope that the opponent doesn't play a Field of Ruin or a Demolition Field next turn, taking out Castle Garenbrig. But if that is the case, we'll maybe respond to that. If they use Field of Ruin to take out Castle, we'll just use Archdruids to grab a second Castle and keep the hope alive. Okay, yeah, that's something. Don't mind that. Okay, Archdruid's Charm. Cast. Okay. Oh, man. Love it. Where is that Sunken? Get a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Do it. Oh boy. Huh? That's about another Sunken. Might as well. Now we definitely have all the mana we need. But Vaultborn Tyrant. Big time. Do it right? Maybe I didn't. Oh, green, yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, I didn't play it first. We'll get there, Creature spells, wow. Odd. Huh. land abilities. Strange. It didn't use Castle Garenbrig for the first sunken, so it left it. Huh, okay. Guess we can't play anything, sadly. Doesn't appear like I can. Huh. Very, very strange. Oh, it's different than Arena, I'll tell you that much. Okay, the opponent got lucky. I'm giving them a break there, I guess. They need all the help they can possibly get. We're at 14, we should be okay. I think we're still okay. They are going to make a bunch of zombies, so basically I would imagine we need pretty much Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn to get him. Really needed Vaultborn Tyrant the previous turn, but somehow it didn't work. Tapping the mana not at the right sequence. I believe I could have gone back. Sometimes you can go back. Okay, some good, some good. Oh, Sylvan Scrying. Alright, okay. Play the Vaultborn Tyrant. Actually, play the Vaultborn Tyrant. Do Castle Garenbrig's ability. Yeah. There we go. Using up that mana. Beautiful stuff. Okay, okay. Phew. Are we mostly dead? 6? Okay, no, we still seem to be alright. So, oh, we can also go with Archdruid's Charm, which we'll definitely do. Actually, you know what? We'll wait. We'll see what they do. Take out pretty much any creature. Anything. Archdruids. But if everything looks good, I might just use Archdruids to grab Ghalta Stampede Tyrant and definitely kill him next turn. I would hope. See if they try to take out Vaultborn. Okay, okay. That is something. Sylvan Scrying, Tyrranax Rex, yeah, definitely. They don't really have any more mana, so we should be safe, I would think. Just drawing a bunch of cards, making some zombies. But as long as we can preserve Vaultborn Tyrant and Regisaur Alpha, I think we'll get the job done. Okay, yeah, good stuff. That looks good. Okay, so we're taking 4, 8. If I'm correct, it is 8. Okay. Alright, down to 1. Have some fun. Get her done and search for Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Go slow. I'm not going to mess this up. No siree. Okay. Good. Good.
Ruthless aggression.
Oh. I love it when I win. Now we go to try and cast Ghalta and ask for it, and then we go Castle Garenbrig. 2. 2. Now we do Castle Garenbrig's ability first. Get that out of the way. Make the 6. Creatures spells with activated abilities. We tap 2 more green. Then we win. We win. Okay, I think that's right. I wanted Vaultborn Tyrant to happen first. I figured I had stacked it properly. Okay. Now, there we go. Did some damage. Oh. Oh. We won. We won.
You have no power here.
What a way to start. Magic the Gathering Online, of course. Mono black waste not. It's not like it's any different between here and Arena. And I often, mostly often, hose mono black waste not. So there you go. That's what you get. Didn't even drop a game. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Guess we play another one. Again, like I mentioned, Magic the Gathering Online gets kind of glitchy after, I don't know, a match or two. So I'll close it down after this match. See what happens. Hopefully it's a little bit faster, but definitely I imagine most of you can appreciate the speed that happens. Jurassic kicked. Yes, absolutely, Commander Crane. Hopefully that was as satisfying for you as it was for me. Love it. It was actually quite hilarious because I completely missed a turn where I could have played the Vaultborn because I didn't tap the lands right because the client is so awkward and odd. But this looks like a lovely hand. Sunken, 2 Stomping Grounds, and Sylvan Scrying, 100% keep. Absolutely. Couldn't really get much better. Hall of the Storm Giants, though. The question becomes, is this Izzet Phoenix? That would be nice for a change, because, well, I haven't faced it a whole lot. It's pretty much non-existent on Arena. Oh, another Sylvan Scrying to boot. This, man, basically perfect. Pretty much perfect. We have all the mana we'll ever need, as long as our Sylvan Scryings aren't countered, of course, but we're set. Okay, yeah. Doesn't play Hall of the Storm Giants. Oh. That's not too problematic. Yeah, basically I just have to brush up on clicking the prompts, being a little bit faster with that, otherwise I'll get used to it. Absolutely. Oh boy. Oh man, they played a Ledger Shredder. Oh, what are we gonna do? Pay 2 life? Yes, I'm paying 2 life. Tap to add a green for anything. I'm not messing that up. Almost tap to sadly make 2 for a land with activated abilities, but then I wouldn't have been able to cast a Sylvan Scrying. I'm pretty sure I could have walked it back, but as it is now, we're in a good position. Next turn, hopefully the second Sylvan Scrying, grabbing Sunken, putting the second Sunken out, and then by turn 4 we make 7. Oh, not this. Prof's Edictic. I don't know, it's a tongue twister, but at the beginning of a combat, you put a 1/1 counter on a creature for each card you've drawn beyond the first one. So this Ledger Shredder could potentially get very, very big. An undo key. Okay. Yeah. It's definitely old looking, that's for sure. It's just fine by me. They fire Impulse their own Ledger Shredder. They had to, and it does make a lot of sense. There might not have been much else for them to do, and they wanted to pump up the Ledger Shredder, conniving, drawing a card, getting a little bit better bonus from Prof's, whatchamacallit. Control Z. Okay, I'll remember that, Thunderwolf. Okay, end step, it's my turn. Okay. Oh. Like I said, Sylvan Scrying, I almost played my land for the turn. I have done that before, but if your land for the turn is going to be any land, then you want another Sunken, grab the second Sunken, play it for the turn. I already have my Forest with the Stomping Ground. I know that Castle Garenbrig is going to be entering untapped next turn. Now we just have to hope turn 4 Vaultborn Tyrant is enough to buy us time. It may not be. The Ledger Shredder already is getting pretty big, and they could pop off quite a bit next turn. Drawing a bunch of cards, that profs, whatchamacallit, memory. We're in a pretty bad clock here, I would think. Oh, they didn't do anything. Odd. Huh. Perhaps they're ready and waiting with a counterspell of some type. Okay, well, Castle Garenbrig. We'll try for Vaultborn Tyrant. Test the waters, of course. I would imagine it's countered, but we got Cavernous Souls coming up next. If they don't have a counter spell, it's going to be pretty bad for them. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be countered with all the mana they have. Oh, okay. They don't have a counter spell. We're padded quite nicely up to 15. All right. I'm liking the looks of this. It was a welcome surprise. Simply not being able to counter the next Vaultborn next turn. That is also going to be... Oh, what are they doing? Odd, they're continuing to do nothing. Very strange. Okay. End step, yeah, we're down to 12. Huh. Now this is the lovely thing. Yeah, we're going to go Vaultborn Tyrant, 100%. Dinosaur, okay. And now this is where I have to do it just right. Because Arena automatically uses Cavernous Souls if you have a creature that meets its requirement. I chose Dinosaur. It will automatically use the mana from Cavern to make Vaultborn uncounterable. But I have to keep my eye on this. I have to make sure I do it just right. Add a green for Dinos. There you go. Now, gain 6. Beautiful. Chances are one of these two is going to be Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Hopefully. Okay. Not the case. But we got to start pressuring them. No one in their right mind is going to take out a Vaultborn now that I have 2. Absolutely not happening. Are you going to double Fiery Impulse? Good. Gonna go Lightning Axe, Fiery Impulse, good. Makes a copy of itself. I gain 6 life from the copy and from the original that is still in my hand. And Nurturing Bristleback. Really could have gotten rid of a land at this point. I'm able to make 8. Could have been better, but... A Vaultborn Tyrant next turn. Let's go. I can tell you this much. They're not... Oh, don't do it. There's a Lightning Axe. Fiery Impulse. Let's go. Or it's exiled, which gets around the death trigger. So also a very real possibility. Or they just cast it to cast a spell for connive and whatnot. But I don't think Ledger Shredder is... It's not getting to 18 power. It's going to get big, but not big enough. Excuse me. They don't have any Archlite Phoenixes in their graveyard. Well, it's a big guy. Something. 9/11. Oh, my goodness. Deadly. Okay, we can't block. That's alright. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, let's go. Ooh, it's not Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Darn. Trying to see if I can... Nah, it's just Vaultborn Tyrant. Gain 9 life. I like to gain 9 life. Probably the best bet at this point. Let me think. Yeah, I say we just go Vaultborn Tyrant. It's only going to be 12, unfortunately. The opponent is at 14. Would have been... Oh, Tyrranax Rex. Yes. Thunderwolf. I completely forgot. I was so excited to play a third Vaultborn Tyrant. I almost missed it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it big time. Phew. That was a close one. But yes, we got lethal. That's what it's all about. Get the job done. Boom. Boom. Gain a bunch of life, draw a bunch of cards. Pre-combat main phase. Okay, cast in. Bing. Bang. Dead. Oh. I know. 100% Commander Crane. How enticing is that? Play a big creature and yeah. Okay, we got him. We still have to do it one more time, of course, but as I mentioned before, I don't care about Izzet Phoenix. I'm gonna hopefully beat him up better. Oh, how good is it? It's like you play it, and if the opponent kills it, it's good. But if you play a second one, no one in their right mind is killing it. Get lost. If you do face off against Azorius control or something, well, okay. You used your piece of removal, but I gained 6 and I drew 2, which is absolutely terrible. The first one, if you only have one Vaultborn, might be scary enough that the opponent doesn't want to use removal. But for Phoenix, Hornet Queen can be quite fantastic once I click and add this. My goodness, I hate how everything is so small. I guess I could make it bigger. Let's make it bigger. All right. Bigger for you guys. Okay, yeah. There. Now the sideboarding is, yeah, looking better. Okay, Titanoth Rex. Don't need it. And 1 copy of Ghalta. Get him. All right. Yeah, I know. Commander Crane. But I figure I might as well, even though Izzet Phoenix feels pretty good. Yeah, Hornet Queen. Not keeping that though. I could. I am on the draw. 2 chances to see the second land, and if everything goes well, it would work out. Nurturing Bristleback would get me the 3rd land, possibly. Oh, that's so incredibly hard to read. Yeah, it is. I think I could have even made it the sideboard smaller than that. I'm just glad I remembered where, excuse me, the slider was to make it bigger. Oh, no, mulligan. Okay. That's quite a bit better, I would say. We'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bottom, but for the most part, mostly all the lands we need, I would think. Hopefully drawing a Castle Garenbrig or a Sunken Citadel, Sylvan Scrying, grabbing whatever other one we need. Okay, the combat, yeah. Yeah, I think I'll look into making the text bigger. It's okay for me, but I would imagine it's rough for some of you guys. Not paying 2 life, no. Oh, well, not doing anything. I would imagine that could mean they have a counter spell. Okay. Well, you know what you can't counter is a person playing a land. So if they have a counter spell, doesn't matter. If they have single target removal, doesn't matter. It's going to be a while before I play any creatures. Thumbs up. They get a Phoenix. No. No Phoenix. Yeah, I just wish I could make that sideboard or the graveyard bigger for you guys. I'm sure there's some way. We'll see. They don't have a Phoenix in there yet. They don't have a whatchamacallit, Ledger Shredder out. So we should be good. And they even milled a Crackling Drake, which, you know what's good against Crackling Drake? It gets, its power is equal to the number of instant and sorceries in the graveyard and exile. It doesn't have trample. It has flying. Hornet Queen. Oh! Hornet Queen hoses the Crackling Drake like nothing else. So it's nice to have it. Okay, okay. The question becomes, do we want to draw out a counterspell? I say we draw out a counterspell. We see what we get. I have another Sylvan Scrying, so I don't feel bad when this does get countered, if it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm alright with that. Well, now we're able to play Carnage Tyrant next turn, and there's not a single thing they can do about it. Hopefully it's fast enough. We'll find out. Hopefully they don't mill too many Arclight Phoenixes, but okay, okay. Looks pretty good. Still no Arclight Phoenixes. They milled a Ledger Shredder, which is quite nice indeed. Oh, the good old Treasure Cruise. Ooh. Okay, yeah, bunch of good stuff. Still no Phoenix. I love it. And they're all tapped out. They've done a whole lot of nothing. Hopefully a Phoenix isn't milled with the Surveil of Consider, but it's not. Alright. It's looking good. I imagine they might just concede when I drop Carney T. I know, 100% Commander Crane, and there are a few cards that I am quite interested to try, 100%. Namely, that is Setessan Tactics. Okay, make sure we get Carnage Tyrant down. Good to go. Boom. All right. But yeah, Setessan Tactics for an instant speed spell. 1 in a green, and it has Strive 1. Each creature beyond the first target costs 1, but they all gain the ability to tap and fight target creature, which is lovely, lovely stuff. Oh, quite excited about that. Giving all your creatures the ability to fight at instant speed. You attack a bunch of stuff. Quite amazing. And imagine with Setessan Tactics, if I gave all the Death Touch insects and Hornet Queen herself the ability to fight. They have Death Touch, so for, I don't know, 5 or so, if I wanted to target all those individual insects and the Hornet Queen, boom, they'd be able to fight, and they would take out any creature because they only have to deal 1 damage because they have Death Touch, and it's like a one-sided board wipe at instant speed. Very, very lovely. I think I might have Setessan Tactics. I probably bought it for this account quite a long time ago, but oh, okay, a prompt. I forgot about the prompt. We'll get there. Eventually. Maybe they're mad and they think I'm just roping or something, but that is not the case. Oh, another Treasure Cruise. Oh boy. Oh boy. Definitely quite beneficial. If they had a Ledger Shredder out, things would have gone quite a bit differently. They have a ton of cards in their hand, and I imagine at least some of those are Arclight Phoenixes. I gotta figure some are. Bum, bum. going to be very interesting. If I get a Tyrranax Rex or a Vaultborn Tyrant, 100% I'm probably going to be casting that next turn. They do have at least one red. They could have a Lightning Axe or a Fiery Impulse, able to take out Palani's Hatcher. So a Ghalta Stampede Tyrant would be pretty ideal. Oh, they got 2 Arclight Phoenixes. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? I should play a big creature, something, anything. Could they have a counter spell? Well, we're about to find out. Definitely play our land for the turn. I say we go Palani's Hatcher. Let's do it. Add a red for dinosaurs. Yeah. 1 green, sunken. 1 normal green. Yeah, another red. Boom. Okay. Hopefully that does the trick. Again, I'm pretty certain that Palani's will die. We'll see. They might save removal for their turn, spamming a bunch of stuff, getting the Arclight Phoenixes out of the graveyard. But, well, they're not dealing 20 to us next turn. That's for sure. Maybe they were going opt to... Oh, okay. Everything looks pretty good so far. Okay, yeah. They also might kill the dinosaur token that I make. That's also a good possibility. Oh, but looking alright. Okay. Oh, they have nothing. They have nothing. They could have had a red or a blue. They have no removal for 1 red. They don't have a Lightning Axe or a Fiery Impulse. I think they would have... Well, they would have taken out Palani's Hatcher if that was the case. Oh boy. Oh boy. And they have so many cards in hand. They have 8, I believe. And none of those 8 is even 1 piece of removal. We're getting pretty fortunate here. But if they shoot their shot, it's not much of a problem anyways. If they wanted to attack, they would be dead. So Arclight Phoenix can't attack. They just can't. Which is good for us. If the Izzet Phoenix player is going slow, that's what we want, because then we'll kill him. Eventually. One of these days. Putting me to sleep. Okay. I need the Jeopardy theme song here. I need some elevator music. That'd be good for moments like this.
This is a load of barnacles.
Maybe they're mad they might be about to lose to dinosaurs. How can dinosaurs have better aggression? How are you ever going to survive all the fantastic removal that comes from the Izzet Phoenix? Your early creatures, they just die to Fiery Impulse and Lightning Axe. How do you ever survive? This is how. This is how. We'll get there. Even if they take out Palani's Hatcher, and I don't get to crack the other egg, I just play Regisaur Alpha next turn, and it still should be lethal, I would think. Or I get Tyrranax Rex, lovely, or Vaultborn Tyrant, also lovely. Basically, can play anything I draw. Can't play Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, but we shouldn't need it at this point. Pretty much any creature is going to be good. It's going to be deadly. Oh boy. Yeah. Mad they're losing to Dinos in 2. I don't know. I honestly swear that I tried to catch the prompts, but again, it's so incredibly different. Maybe there's some sort of skin, some way to make it look better. I don't know. Guess I pretty much have to do it a little bit. Get some 5-0s, maybe win some other things, and get my name published in the website, the tournaments, or whatever. Stream snipe. The fantastic thing about this deck, it doesn't matter. You can't beat it. You're not going to stop what's going to happen. So the opponent, even if they are stream sniping, you know what?
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
I don't actually get that mad, but they're not going to stop me. Snipe me all you want. Don't care. You're just going to see your defeat, and maybe it's going to mean you concede a little bit faster and save us both. Save us both some time. Eventually. Oh, get your phoenixes. Oh boy. Oh, they got 2/3/2s flying with haste. I'm scared. Oh shucks. Wow. Oh, what am I gonna do? Wait for him to concede, I guess. Another Carnage Tyrant. Yeah, let's go with Regisaur Alpha. Get the job done that way. Ooh, deadly. Ruthless.
Ruthless aggression.
Okay, this makes the thing pre-combat. Combat, the thing goes red. You click all the creatures. Just making sure I actually kill them. They wouldn't be able to kill me next turn anyways, so we do have a little bit of time, but we'll get the job done. Oh shucks. Oh shucks. Oh boy. Pre-combat. Okay. Thing goes red. We attack. Fine by me. Don't know why they haven't conceded yet, but they're not winning. But you get why I sensed there was removal. They had that treasure. I could have played Carnage Tyrant, but they would have taken out Palani's Hatcher, which means the Carnage Tyrant, the second one that I played, wouldn't have had haste. Would have been a lot less aggression. Playing the Regisaur Alpha, having two things out that give everything else haste, much, much better. Oh, okay. Exactly lethal. And it even do the math. Man. That's what it's all about. Perfection. Okay. 2-0. Commander Crane. 2-0 against Mono Black Waste Knot. 2-0 against Izzet Phoenix. That's a decent start so far. Of course, it is a very small sample size for anybody that is thinking, oh, this is still too crazy. I've played those matchups before. Pretty straightforward. All right. I guess we'll try one more. I'll close the client down after this third match. Hopefully it doesn't get too glitchy. Maybe it can get more glitchy just because I am streaming, I'm playing music, puts more strain on the client or something. And we'll see. I wish I could face Mono Black Waste Knot all the time. That'd be pretty nice. Or Azorius Control. I guess Mono Black Waste Knot is the new Azorius Control, which I love, and I still feel very strongly against it. But Mono Black bringing in that ley line, it's like, fantastic. A long time, okay. 2-ish hours. 10, 9. Yeah, maybe after this. It is going to be getting kind of close to 2 hours, depending how this match goes. So we'll see. Oh, I won the die roll. Yes, I do want to go first. And yes, I want to keep a perfect hand. A perfect hand. It's literally all I could want. Sunken, Forest, Sylvan on turn 2 to grab Castle, played on turn 3, Archdruids to grab this. I have 8 mana right here. And it, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is stunning.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
Phew. It's pretty cool to be staring at 8. If it's not, mono black waste not. Hopefully it's not. Okay. Okay, good. A tapped land. Means that I can go Sylvan Scrying and not worry about it being countered. Beautiful. Oh. Another Sunken. So that is actually quite interesting. We'll play it 100%. It always has to enter the battlefield tapped, but oh boy. Wow. Okay. Pretty good. Oh boy, do they have a counter spell or do they have removal? I wish I had something at instant speed that would instantly end their chances. Watch it be Castle Garenbrig. Okay, it's not. It's fine. We wait for the moment that they cycle something, do something. Imagine they're going to do something. Pain cost, good. Oh, you did something, and now I get to do something. Search my library for a creature. Yes. Okay, yeah, looking good. And Castle Garenbrig. Okay. If they have a counter spell, doesn't matter too much. Vaultborn Tyrant next turn, I hope. We'll see. At the very least, they can't counter Vaultborn. A lot of issues. Okay, that is very good. I haven't been facing Gruul Slickshot too much. But yeah, they're probably generally going to be pretty rough. Unless you tweak things quite a bit to have those early creatures. I think it is Dimir Rogue's Commander Crane, 100%. Yeah. Dinosaur. Vaultborn. Oh. Okay, we'll get the castle mana done. Spend it all. Yeah. Good. Boom. Okay. Hopefully this works, but yeah, I think Setessan Tactics, absolutely Thunderwolf. Very, very good potential. Just taking out multiple things. And Setessan Tactics, you get to respond to the Gruul Slickshot opponents their Blossoming Defense to give hexproof protection if they pump it up or something like that. But keep in mind, oh, okay. Tishana's Tidebinder, lovely stuff, turns off the triggered ability of Vaultborn Tyrant. It's it's problematic, 100%, but we still have a big creature at the very least. They had to do Tishana's Tidebinder probably at some point. Now it could be quite bad if we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn. I could actually play Titanoth Rex, which is insane. Oh boy. Can't block? Yeah, okay. Flying. We'll get there. I hope. Draw some. Oh! Ghalta. Primal Hunger. Well, I know what I want to be doing. I'm going to tap 3 lands. Going to make 6. I'm going to play Carnage Tyrant. Then we're going to use Cavern of Souls. Plus a forest to play Ghalta, Primal Hunger, and nothing they can do. Nothing. But yeah, it is good that you mention the potential of Cetizen tactics. Crazy turn, yes. Lovely stuff. Okay. Green for a dinosaur. And a green. Can't counter that. Hopefully it helps. We'll see. I'm pretty sure they don't have a second Tishana's Tidebinder, turning off all the abilities and whatnot. They at least have to be a little bit scared. Probably using removal on Ghalta Primal Hunger, I would imagine. Pre-combat, combat. Okay. Attacking time. Somebody's dying to something. Huh, maybe not. Okay, interesting. The opponent decided to take 6. I figured Tishana's Tidebinder might just block it to save themselves. We're not dead yet, but we are getting a little bit low. And they do have quite a bit of flying creatures, so speaking of Hornet Queen and Cetizen tactics, could be nice to have Hornet Queen in game 2 here. With Dimir Rogues, all the flying creatures that they have is, it's rough. Excuse me. Okay, 9. We're not dead yet. Sheoldred, the Apocalypse. That tends to be rough. Do the trick. Not too bad. Are they mostly dead, is the question. We're going to surprise the opponent with Trample on the Vaultborn Tyrant. It doesn't have Trample, but Titanoth Rex gives it Trample. Dimir Flash, maybe Commander Crane. It's not so many rogues, so yeah, definitely it's some sort of something like that. But that should be... Oh, look at that. There you go. I didn't even need to cycle Titanoth to draw a card. I would have lost 2 life, but again, putting the Trample back on Vaultborn Tyrant was extra cool. Okay. Hornet Queen time. Now the question becomes, because it is, black and stuff, would they have Thoughtseize? Oh, are they saying anything in chat? I should look. I forgot, Magic the Gathering Online does have chat. Underground River leads the game. Huh. I don't think so. I don't see anything. Huh. Yeah, I don't think they're saying anything. Yeah, Hornet Queen. Again, quite straightforward. Taking out the Titanoth Rexes. Eventually. 1 Ghalta. Oh, I might have... Okay. Maybe I do. Huh. I see it on the side here, but I don't see any messages. I assume that's where it came from. But we'll lock it in. We got the Hornet Queen. Hopefully it's devastating. Okay. Lost the dice roll. Man, nuts. Now it does say that Mr. Right Meow conceded from the game. I won. I lead the match 1-0. And Mr. Right Meow has left the game. Huh. Change it in settings. Maybe I'll look into that. Don't see anything. Huh. Maybe I'll look at it afterwards. I'm going to go get another cup of coffee while I'm at it. Don't go anywhere. This is absolutely thrilling, edge of your seat excitement happening right now. Bottom left of the screen. Okay. Change it when I get back. No, I don't want to keep that. I'm mulliganing. Oh, I think I have to mulligan again. That's painful. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Hornet Queen and Stomping Ground. Okay. Bottom left. Let me see. Chat. Oh, okay, I see the chat, yeah. All right, I think we're good. Land, be a land. We don't exactly need it, as long as the opponent doesn't counter our stuff. But if all goes well, I should have, ooh, love it. Pretty much all the mana I'll need. If we go off with Sylvan Scrying, it might be pretty much all over. Grabbing a Sunken Citadel, Archdruids to grab a second Sunken eventually. And we got Vaultborn Tyrant too. Now we have to be very wary of counter spells because this seems to be Dimir Flash. I imagine there could be more counter spells in that deck. Not so much with Dimir Rogues, but we'll see. I have 2 Cavern of Souls at least. Oh boy. And because it's Dimir Flash, they could be looking to flash in a creature, and we might get to resolve the Sylvan Scrying that we're about to try for. If it doesn't, it might not be all bad. We get to play the second castle and still potentially go with Archdruid's Charm next turn. Or we just respond to whatever they do. But absolutely grabbing that Sunken. No question about it. Oh boy, do they have removal and counter spells? Maybe they do. Maybe that's all they're packing, and it can sit there for all I care. Fantastic. I'll do Nurturing Bristleback. Maybe we'll wait and see what the opponent does. I'll Forest Cycle Nurturing Bristleback at the end of the opponent's turn. I'll get another land, which could come in very key. Continue to hit my land drops. That's definitely the best bet at this point. We got a Vaultborn and a Tyrranax Rex, so we should be good in the big creature department. Okay. That's all right. Oh, nuts. I took 3 damage. Oof. Down to 17. We'll get him. Oh yes, it was gonna Forest Cycle Nurturing Bristleback. Okay, Don't exactly need a Stomping Ground. I don't even have a Regisaur Alpha or a Palani's Hatcher at this point. And we got our source of red with that Stomping Ground. End step, can't do anything. Okay, we're good. Oh boy. Another Vaultborn Tyrant, yes please. This is lovely. Huh. 6, 7. I could search for possibly Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. There's a lot of options, but it's probably going to be Cavernous Souls, not another Sunken. I want to protect the Vaultborn, make sure it can't be countered. Even though Tyrranax Rex can't be countered, I want to get playing my Vaultborn Tyrants, draw into Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, and if and when I get it, okay, one. Good to go with Archdruids. I would imagine at this point they only have one green, so hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. Cross your fingers. No Spell Pierce. Don't do it. Okay. Very good indeed. Now where is Cavernous Souls? There it is. Okay. We got it. Good to go. Phew. If we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant next turn, they might be dead. Now, hopefully they don't have 3 untapped. Playing that Titanoth Tidebinder, turning off Ghalta Stampede Tyrant's enter the battlefield trigger. That's never fun. Okay. We're still alright. Gonna gain back a bunch of life, I hope. But still that nasty, pesky, you-know-who. Titanoth Tidebinder. Not fun. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Ooh, it's not. Yeah, that's okay. Try for Vaultborn. Hope for the best. At the very least, I would have a blocker, and I imagine that could help us to survive next turn. Four, yeah, I think that's it. Good to go. No Titanoth Tidebinder. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Titanoth Tidebinder. Boy. They're not going to use removal on it, that's for sure. That makes 0 sense. Then I'm going to gain 6 life and draw 2 cards. Okay. Pesky. Very pesky. But I think we should be safe. Hopefully. Man, I hope we get Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. Oh. Okay, that's it's pretty rough. 5, 6, 7. Oh, exactly lethal. Fantastic from the opponents. Bouncing and yeah, does the trick. Beautiful. Well, I'm certainly keeping in everything. Now the question becomes, do I hate... Where is it? Get back there. Do I hate Titanoth Tidebinder enough to bring in Torpor Orb? It turns off the enter the battlefield effect. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We blank Titanoth Tidebinder. That's pretty good. If we blank Titanoth Tidebinder, that would have been absolutely detrimental. Basically, they hold up the mana, the 3 mana for Titanoth Tidebinder, and well, we don't do a whole lot, unfortunately. I think we go with Torpor Orb. Yeah. Go big. Go home. Cut 1 Ghalta Primal Hunger. I like the sounds of that. Nurturing Bristleback. 2. 2 Hornet Queens. I want to keep in some amount of Hornet Queens just to help with the flying and whatnot. But I think Orb could be quite nice. Ugh, that hand is not quite nice. Okay, got quite a bit better. Absolutely. Nice that I only have to put one to the bottom. I say a forest. Let's do it. I got a good feeling about this. With Sunken, 2 forests, and Sylvan, I will be able to make 6. Hopefully. I should. Get a 7th land or a 4th land. Something else like that. Okay. Okay, let's get them. They can only play 1 land, so as long as there's no Thoughtseize, should be alright. Good, good, good. Some good. Another Sunken. Maybe. Okay, okay. Sylvan Scrying, let's go. No Spell Pierce, don't do it. Phew. Okay, we're in a much better position now. We have the 7, like I said. I'm going to draw that 5th land. I drew the 5th land, so definitely makes me feel good. Putting that forest to the bottom at the start. Hopefully I draw one of my 4 orbs. I would imagine I will at some point. We might just be able to beat them down with Carnage Tyrant and Tyrranax Rex quite nicely. Hopefully they don't have too many Field of Ruins or... Well, I haven't seen any yet, I don't think. So the lands should be safe. Oh, okay. Stomping Ground might as well. Has to enter at some point, and that turn I didn't have anything for 2 or 3, so take the opportunity, have it enter tapped, and next turn start dropping damage. But at the moment, eventually we will get to 8. Turn 4 we make 6, turn 5 we make 7, and hopefully it's enough to get the job done. Their counter spells don't do much of anything, which is quite nice. But they do have that Cunning Nightbonder. It could prove problematic, reducing the cost of creatures they control with Flash, I think. I'm pretty sure. Boy, something good, something good. A Vaultborn Tyrant would be pretty fantastic. Actually, a Torpor Orb too. Damping Sphere, okay. Very respectable. It is going to be quite problematic because I'm not going to be able to play Carnage Tyrant. I love it. Tends to do the trick. Does hurt the opponent, a little bit. Hopefully we get Archdruid's Charm to exile the Damping Sphere. But I imagine they would have a counter spell to deal with it. I have faced Damping Sphere before. Oftentimes it has been against the Rakdos Vampire's opponents. Nothing new. Dampening my spirits, absolutely, Commander Crane. Big time. That hurt. Archdruid's Charm. Oh, no more lands. Completely flooded. You guys might think with 20 lands it wouldn't happen as much as it does. Eventually we will get to Carnage Tyrant. It's going to take quite a few turns, but we will get to it. Next turn. I guess the positive side of things with so many lands, I need them because I can't make use of Sunken Citadel or Castle Garenbrig. Oh boy. Hopefully Carnage Tyrant is enough to buy a little bit of time, deter a bit of aggression, but I do imagine they have something that makes me sacrifice. Probably. No more lands. Don't do it. Ooh, okay. We got something. And we can play someone. Phew. Phew. We're doing a thing. Oh boy. Too little, too late. Shieldred's Edict to make us sacrifice it or something like that. Maybe. Okay. Okay. This looks also bad. Tends to do the trick. So they got 7 in the air. That's probably going to be it for us. Maybe I get an Archdruid's Charm, which could take out the Stoic Sphinx, but it does have hexproof as long as they haven't cast a spell this turn. It is pretty good. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. This is actually the first time on Magic the Gathering Online or Arena that I've seen it. Yeah, it's scary. Hornet Queen. Where's the Hornet Queen when you need it? My oh my, not here. But Hornet Queen would be pretty ideal, I think. If we stick it, it would scare away a lot of the scariness from this opponent. We got a Torpor Orb, not doing a whole lot at the moment. Dead next turn, and dead. Dead next turn. Ooh. It's how she goes, unfortunately. Couldn't quite get it done, but again, it's getting a little close to 2 hours. I don't want things to glitch out, so we'll close the client. And we'll get right back into it. Oh, yeah. Behind the scenes stuff right there. You didn't see anything. But I'm not too worried about that deck. Hornet Queen. That's the ticket. That wasn't it? Huh. Could have sworn. Let me think. Okay, there we go. We're good. We're good. Recently changed my password there. Alright. Constructed. Takes so long to load everything, man. You would think that it would have gotten quite a bit better. Just, yeah, it hasn't. Play match. Let's go. Mono black waste not. All right. And it seems pretty comparable as well. The length it takes to find an opponent, I thought it would be quite a bit longer on Magic the Gathering Online here. Sometimes it is pretty long, depending on the time of day that I'm playing on Arena and Explore. It can take past a minute. It's alright. Gondor. Definitely not a hand I want to keep. Ugh. One land, and the only land is Cavernous Souls, and that is now the ultimate keeper of keepers. Oh, it's beautiful. From having one Cavernous Souls to having all the mana I need. Now, is this mono green devotion? That could be problematic. Or if it is the Gruul Slickshot something or other. Good. Good. Vaultborn. Hopefully seeing Sylvan Scrying, Archdruid's Charm. It would be nice to get Vaultborn Tyrant down on turn 4, but at the very least we will be getting it on turn 5. Okay, classic mono green devotion. It's been quite some time since I've faced it. They don't have anything for 1, which is quite positive. They may have... okay. Things are getting spicy. Fired up. Very, very scary here. We'll see. We'll see again, hopefully. You know what? Archdruid's Charm would be ideal. Playing Castle Garenbrig next turn. Searching for a Sunken, putting it out. I might actually bring in Torpor Orb against the mono green devotion player. It turns off the draw trigger from Kiora Behemoth Beckner. That, would be nice to stop him drawing so many cards. Otherwise it could be rough. I just have to hope I pop off and go a little bit faster than them, which is certainly a very real possibility. They don't have much, if any, interaction early on. They don't have counter spells, anything like that. So we do have a pretty good chance to do what we want to do. Ooh, painful. Tends to do the trick. Archdruids or Sylvan Scrying. Let's go. Ugh. Okay. Can make 6 next turn, which is a very real problem. Sometimes how it goes, you get to make 6 on turn 4. You can't play Regisaur, like we get into this awkward scenario. Sometimes I have upped the number of creatures that cost 6 that only require green more than Carnage Tyrant. Ulvenwald Hydra is a very good example. When it enters, we search for land, put it onto the battlefield. Ooh, that has been lovely. And I'll probably revisit that particular choice at some point. But what I'm getting at, having a bunch of creatures that cost 6. So you don't run into this scenario. Hopefully you don't run into it. Well, at least a little bit less. Okay. The hits for Storm the Festival were 2 forests. That is about as good as we could possibly hope for. They're quite nice indeed. Get a Sunken Citadel. We could draw a Sunken. We could draw a Sylvan Scrying to grab a Sunken, or an Archdruids to put a Sunken out. Any of those things I would be quite happy with. I hope. Oh boy. Has to be one of those things. Oh. Ooh. Well, it's not one of those things. So 6, 5. We shouldn't beat them. I'm almost certain we won't. But you never know. Being able to land Vaultborn, block Elder Gargaroth, maybe Storm the Festival. The hits continually aren't so good. We got 100%. Super fortunate. When they cast it, they looked at the top 6 or so. They only found 2. Okay. Where's the concede button? Yeah. Ugh. Ulvenwald Oddity. Pretty sure they had enough mana to transform it. 2, 4. Yeah. They had enough mana to transform it, to give everybody haste and trample. And I think +1/+1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty sure it was +1/+1. Okay, well, Titanoth Rex, definitely trim that eventually. Do I like the Hornet Queen? A lot of their creatures do have trample. Ulvenwald Oddity, once it transforms into the Ulvenwald Horror, I believe everybody gets trample. So the little death touch creature's not doing too much. Do I like Torpor Orb? I like it quite a bit. This opponent in particular, they should have some number of Boseiju, Haywire Might, that sort of thing. So I think Torpor Orb could be probably destroyed by them. Would it be enough help is the question. Well, nah, I'm going to go with Hornet Queen. I'm going to listen to my gut. All right. Eventually. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. You know what? I'm going to keep it. A little bit greedy, but it could work out. We only have to draw the third land by turn 3. We get 2 chances to do that, but also I could draw Nurturing Bristleback in that time to get the third land, Sylvan Scrying to get the third land, for Archdruids to grab Sunken, to put it onto the battlefield, so it still feels quite reasonable. And it is such a lovely hand. Pretty much all the pieces I could want. I don't have to worry about a Thoughtseize, which is quite nice. Sylvan Scry, land. Oh! There we go. Oh boy. Oh boy. What did I just say? I said that. Play next turn. It enters tapped. We won't have 3 for the Archdruid's Charm, but I think that could do it. Pack a punch. I have a hunch. Hashtag pre-recorded. There you go. Turn 2 Old Growth Troll. Not the worst thing in the world. I can live with that. That's actually quite fantastic. Nurturing Bristleback, Forest Cycling to get my land for the turn. Yeah, I'm quite excited about this. Really, really excited, actually. Okay, we just have to live to get Ghalta. Next turn I play the Forest. I could make 6, but I'm using 3 for Archdruids to grab the second Sunken, able to go Ghalta on turn 5. Turn 4. Hopefully I have something that gives everybody haste, 1 Regisaur Alpha or a Palani's Hatcher. But it seems alright at the moment. Maybe. That Old Growth Troll could get pretty big. 2 counters, alright. Hit for 6 was a very respectable amount of damage. Regisaur, Palani's Hatcher. Let's do it. Regisaur Alpha. Okay, here goes nothing. Search for a Sunken. And if, by chance, they don't kill us next turn, we may just kill them. We're about to find out. Okay, they got 1 more turn until they're dead. I love it. I hope. They could be making a lot of mana. They do have that Nykthos, of course, but as long as they don't have the Ulvenwald Oddity, well, might be okay. They don't have Kiora Behemoth Beckoner untapping Nykthos, so that does put a damper on their potential explosiveness. Boseiju as well could be a very real possibility too. Okay, just an elf now. Increase that devotion. Ouch. That's pretty good. Okay, yeah, Ulamog tends to do the trick. No. Ulamog is a pretty good card, exiling 2 of my lands, and well, that's how she goes. Sometimes. All right, the final match. Pretty nice though to face Mono Green Devotion. It's been quite some time, I must admit. I imagine it's a little bit more common on here than Arena. That's a pretty much perfect hand. Absolutely keeping that. Something involving Yorion. Very interesting. Azorius Control maybe. That would be pretty fantastic to finish it off with that. But we have all the mana we need. Stomping Ground next turn. Sylvan Scrying to grab Castle Garenbrig. Archdruids on turn 3 to put the second Sunken out. Whew, deadly, deadly. I couldn't ask for better. And Cavernous Souls. If this is a control opponent, because it is Yorion, you never know. I'll take that. Oh boy, Castle Garenbrig, do it. Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. It would be nice not to... Okay, that's also pretty good. Yes, I'm definitely paying 2 life. 100%. Oh, I'm feeling good about what we're about to do. Okay. As long as they don't have counter spells, we should be fine. That's okay. They don't have Thoughtseize as well, which is quite nice, whatever this opponent is. Maybe they have something. We'll go Archdruid's Charm. They can't counter Archdruids right now anyways, but they could untap next turn. They could have a counter spell. I might as well take advantage of this opportunity to just get the second Sunken down and sink them. Okay. Next turn, I can make 8. I can almost hard cast the Tyrranax, which is pretty hilarious. If I hard cast it, it has haste and ward 10. Basically, it has hexproof. So haste, hexproof, and when it attacks, I fight a creature defending player controls. Also quite nice. Oh my goodness. Folks, the opponent has died. The opponent has died. This is what it's all about. You top deck something, boom, you're dead. In an instant. I mean, I don't imagine they have much of anything, but hey, there you go. Yeah, get them. You have 2 mana. What are you going to do? Okay, yeah, wait till it lets me put stuff out. Bing, bang, boom. Oh. So dead. So incredibly dead. See you later. Eventually. Yeah, I wish the triggers were... Well, this is good preparation, I must admit. I've gotten used to Arena doing things for me, and when I do play in paper, I have to get out of those habits. I have to get better at... Oh!
You won! You did it!
Okay, we'll begin sideboarding. This does appear to be a 5-color Yorion, Fires of Invention, something like that. Don't exactly know because they didn't play anything, but it seems to be a little bit slower. Again, if it is Fires of Invention, would I like Torpor Orb? Do I want to turn off enter the battlefield effects of this opponent? Keep in mind, Yorion can bounce stuff. It could bounce enchantments with enter the battlefield effects, but I think the opponent has creatures with enter the battlefield effects as well. I'm pretty much certain they do, so Torpor Orb, quite nice indeed. We don't need Titanoth Rex, definitely, or Ghalta. Trim one Nurturing Bristleback as well. Actually, we'll trim the Terras, keep all the Nurturing Bristleback, keep up that great consistency. Keep in mind, Commune with Dinosaurs likely would have been the Nurturing Bristlebacks. 56, yeah? Or the other Nurturing Bristleback. Commune with Dinosaurs would have been Nurturing Bristleback. Commune to increase consistency. Look at the top 5. Grab a dinosaur or a land. Kind of similar to what Nurturing Bristleback does. It grabs a land with the forest cycling, but if I don't play it, it is a big dinosaur. Also, like Commune could grab. So we'll keep it there. Yeah. You know what? Let's go. Torpor Orb. It's Orbin time.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Okay. Get him. Oh my goodness. 2 Torpor Orbs. A pretty fantastic hand right there. 3 lands. One of them being Castle Garenbrig. So 1 Sylvan Scrying or 1 Archdruid's Charm to grab the Sunken Citadel. And we're in a very good position. We don't have any creatures in hand that have an enter the battlefield effect that are turned off by my own Torpor Orb, so it feels good. Good enough. It's gonna be painful, I think. Okay, well, I like seeing Regisaur Alpha, yeah. Maybe they'll get a source of white. I would imagine Leyline Binding is somewhere in the mixture. Probably because they have lands with all the types, they can cast a Leyline Binding. Nothing. I don't see it. I have it opened up right above me, and it doesn't seem like it's anything. Unless I didn't open it up correctly, but I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty certain. I wish I could see if the opponent was saying anything. Yeah, no. Seems to be all there. But cross your fingers, the opponent doesn't have a Leyline Binding to exile the Torpor Orb that I'm about to go with. That I'm not about to go with. I don't think they'll have too many things that enter the battlefield next turn at least. Certainly, we'll see how it goes. If I get an Archdruid's Charm next turn, it would be very nice to have that Sunken Citadel out. That's why I played it. But if I get a Sylvan Scrying, I could play the Forest plus go Sylvan Scrying, but also I could just get nothing and play the Torpor Orb next turn. And again, by not playing the Torpor Orb, we don't have to worry too much about that binding. Yeah, I just wish I could see, or I just wish the opponent was chatting, just because you can't do that on Arena. It's kind of nice. Scorpion, yeah. I don't know, I've went to the dark side. My eyes are bleeding, metaphorically, looking at how terrible everything appears. Ugh. Not a pretty sight. Okay, no, Nurturing Bristleback, that's alright. Would they have a counter spell? They do have Drowned Catacomb. That is not lands, Godless Shrine. We should be safe to go Torpor Orb. Do I want to go Torpor Orb? I think I do. The 1800s. Scorpion, this has been around since the 1700s. I know. Pretty crazy stuff, but yeah, let's play the Torpor Orb. Like I say, I would imagine it's answered, countered, or something like that. So the opponent is going to help me. I'm hurt right now, a little bit. I still get to play Carnage Tyrant if the Torpor Orb sticks around, but again, it hurts both of us, so if the opponent gets rid of it for me, that's good. That's what we want. Boseiju it, or something. Maybe Scorpion. That could be a very real possibility. Boseiju. Assassin's Trophy. Oh boy. Something. Exile a card from a graveyard and draw a card. Okay. Fine by me. Not doing a whole lot. I'll take it. Huh. Alright. That's good. Like I said, and this is also why I don't mind Torpor Orb. I still do very good things that Torpor Orb doesn't hurt. Carnage Tyrant turn 4 can still happen with Torpor Orb. And Tyrranax Rex happens, well, hopefully on turn 5, but we'll see. Ranked League, the caliber of opponents, it is higher stakes. I paid $10 to enter this Pioneer League. That's fine. If you're not playing, you're not winning. I'm quite excited to continually do this. But, yeah. For the most part, it's higher stakes because it costs money to enter, whether it's a Pioneer League or a challenge, or I believe it is a Pioneer Showcase, or depending on the format. I think that costs, I forget how much it costs to enter. Oh, how do I win and what do I win? So if I get all 5 wins, there's 5 matches that you play, I recoup all the money that I invested so I can keep doing it again and again. If I get an undefeated trophy, I get put into something called the 5-0 dump. Wizards or Daybreak or whatever, they post the list that perform well, which is pretty cool. 3-2 I break even. Okay, that is good. I thought it was 4-1, but I'll take a 3-2. Well, that's reasonable. Nurturing Bristleback, though, we want to Forest Cycle that. We can't play anything right now, sadly, but we would be able to play Tyrranax Rex next turn. We can play the other Torpor Orb. Might as well extra hose him. Yeah, let's do it. Feeling extra spicy. Ooh. Oh boy, do you have an Omnath in your hands? More like Bombnath, because it's going down the drain. If I 5-0 Scorpion, I make double my entry fee, something like that. I don't know, it's quite thrilling. It's lovely to finally do something that has a higher stakes, I gotta say. Pretty neat. Qualifier points, yes, special events, 100%. Commander Crane is definitely more familiar with all of this stuff. But yeah, really, I'm looking to get my list posted in the 5-0 dump, and as I mentioned, watching people's heads explode. How could this ever possibly work out? This is bad. How do you beat all the top decks? Well, if you guys are watching later on, if you naysayers are watching this right now, this is how. Can't win them all, but hey, I am going to be getting some 5-0s, 100%. Beginning of... Okay, the thing goes red. Click Carnage Tyrant. I want to attack. I don't attack. Stairs. Maybe I didn't attack. I must have missed attacking. Yeah, manually tapping the lands tends to do the trick. Okay, we block. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Goes away. I was having such a good time. I must have forgotten to attack with Carnage Tyrant. The prompts, of course, are certainly not as much in your face. Just the game itself. This is kind of like Arena. It just looks different, so you can't actually cheat. I imagine there's some ways you could possibly do that, but we'll see. Oh boy, they're casting something for 5. Bring to light. Okay, so this is that. Searching for something to make me sacrifice. Probably Carnage Tyrant. Blot out. Sheoldred's Edict is a very real possibility. Yeah, definitely Commander Crane. That's what I figured. Sunfall. Oh, shucks. We still get Tyrranax Rex. It's not the end of the world. Draw another T-Rex. Oh, another Carnage Tyrant. But 100%, I'm not going to make that mistake again. We're going to be actually attacking this time. Eventually. There we go. Okay, don't miss the combat step. We'll get there. Pre-combat. Okay, the thing goes red. Click the thing. Click the thing. Do it. I am attacking. Yes, that looks good. Phew. That would have been embarrassing if I missed it twice. Carnage Tyrant next turn. That feels pretty good. Hopefully they don't have another Bring to Light, but well, they're caught between a rock and a little bit of a hard place. They would have been potentially mostly dead if I hadn't missed, sadly, attacking with the Carnage Tyrant the previous turn. The turn before that one. 2 turns ago. Yes. Yeah, I believe you can play Commander on this. Okay, good stuff. Doesn't seem like oh, Ghalta, Stampede Tyrant. Of course, it is sadly turned off by the Torpor Orb, so hopefully everything goes well. Maybe it's going to be another Sunfall. Who knows? Okay, Carnage Tyrant. Let's go. Tyrranax Rex should be safe. 1, 2. Potentially, they could have removal for 2. They do have 6 mana in total with that treasure. So, sadly, we might be losing it. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, looks good. Leyline Binding for 1 tends to do the trick. They definitely have that for. Darn nuts. That's why I do love Carnage Tyrant. With Hexproof, you can't target it whatsoever. That's too bad. And we can get him. I'll probably cut Torpor Orb. I don't see too many creatures with Enter the Battlefield effects. Of course, chances are the opponent just isn't playing them because I have the Torpor Orb. But it could have been nice to play Regisaur Alpha and Palani's Hatcher. I still can play them to get a creature out. I just don't make the tokens, sadly. But again, it could be nice if the opponent somehow gets rid of both Torpor Orbs. That might do the trick. Farewell. Farewell has the potential to get rid of them, exiling creatures and artifacts, but these are best of 3 Scorpion, which is quite nice. Extra, super competitive. The main competitive way to do it. My favorite way. Definitely. Eventually. Oh, look, Omnath. Hopefully that helps. At the very least, they don't draw a card when Omnath enters, so that could maybe have helped us a bit. Something good. Tyrranax Rex, let's do it. Oh, my goodness. Hashtag pre-recorded. That's why I use all 4. Use all 4 and don't look back. Here goes nothing, folks. They're going to have a pretty hard time recovering from this. I hope. Okay, I'm not missing my combats again. Okay, that looks good, looks good. Oh boy. Oh boy. What's it gonna be? That would be pretty cool to still beat them, and I missed attacking with a Carnage Tyrant turns ago. Kill it. Fine, that's good. Get rid of Reflection and an Omnath. Fine by me. Ooh. My current record in this one, if I win this one, I would be 3-2, so better than 50%. Quite reasonable. The matches that I did lose, I didn't feel too bad. Could have done things a little bit differently, but again, I'm not really scared of much of anything. I hope. I would imagine they'll get rid of Tyrranax Rex. Well, we're about to find out if they are about to lose. Bring to light. Make me sacrifice it. A sweeper. Okay. Niv Mizzet is not going to save you. It could. They only have 3 mana left. 4. Oh, they got a sweeper. Not a sweeper. Oh, they can't target it. They don't have enough to pay the... Oh. Okay, that is good. Consume tends to do the trick. Definitely. Oh, they target me. I sacrificed the biggest creature I had. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah. Well. Start playing something, at the very least. Not play something, never mind. I don't have a source of red. Ugh, this is, well, we'll maybe get there. Draw another Tyrranax Rex. I hope. You never know. I still have 2 T-Rexes in the mixture. Carnage Tyrant would be nice as well. Somebody big. Probably a creature, I would imagine, with Bring to Light here. Valky does tend to do the trick. But again, we're not dead yet. Tyrranax Rex could win us the game. Another Tyrranax Rex could win us the game. Good, get rid of Torpor Orb. That, well, they can't get rid of both, but that helps. Like I said, the opponent might help me out. not too bad. We go down a little bit. Not the end of the world. Tyrranax Rex. Let's go. Okay, the Castle Garenbrig also something. Definitely. Gonna not play anything. We might still be able to live through their aggression. Valky might get rid of Torpor Orb, the second one. Then it would unlock Ghalta's Stampede Tyrant coming up. Maybe. Maybe. That would be pretty sweet. That would be an epic way to finish this off. I don't think that's going to happen, but if Valky, the only thing it can get rid of is the Torpor Orb, maybe. Maybe we might be able to make something good happen. I think the Torpor Orb is going. Or that. That could be rough. Interesting. They exiled an ancient cornucopia, which seems to be a pretty fantastic addition. It didn't seem like much of an impactful card, but with a deck that has all the colors. Oh, they got a no, Leyline Binding already got Tyrranax Rex. Never mind, what am I thinking? Yeah. Archdruid's Charm to get a Tyrranax Rex back and play it and attack. Also a possibility. Excuse me. Take out Torpor Orb. You know you want to do it. Another Bring to Light. Huh. Maybe. Maybe not. It could be a whole lot of anything. Because this is a 5-color deck, really anything is possible. Okay. Pretty good. So yeah, either we draw a Tyrranax Rex, we draw whatchamacallit, Archdruid's Charm to take out Leyline Binding, getting T-Rex attacking. I like it. I like it a lot. Man, they're drawing a lot of cards. Hopefully they attack. If I get Tyrranax Rex back, I may not be able to punch through with at least 1 point of damage, getting them to the poison counters that I need to defeat him. So hopefully they attack with the new Niv Mizzet there. Guys, what's happening? What's happening? What did I say? They did it. They did it. They might be dead. Attack with Niv Mizzet. Do it. You know you want it. Yeah. Make yourself extra dead. Come on. Attack with Niv Mizzet. Come on. I don't have anything. Nothing to see here. I know. What did I say? Torpor Orb hurts me, but the opponent, it hurts them. And now, yeah. Okay. Whew. Let's calm down for a second here. Don't have anything to block. Let's not miss anything. Yeah, take some damage. Okay. End step, yeah. Take my time. All right. And they have to discard. Oh, they have 10 cards in their hand. Okay. Oh boy. Play land. Yeah, let's play a land. Alright, so let's evaluate how much mana potentially they have. They only have... Yeah, they're dead. I love it when I win. This is what it's all about. Dun, da, da, bum, ba, ba. Ka-ching. You got that right. You got that right. You're dead. You're dead. Oh, folks. Oh, I forgot a Palani's Hatcher. Okay. Maybe they're not. No, I think they're still dead. We got Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. We're okay. I could have sworn I clicked on that other Palani's Hatcher. Oh, yes, I have to click stuff. Okay. Okay, pre-com and main phase. Good, good, yeah. Don't want to miss attacking with anybody. Pre-combat. It's going to go red. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Sack an egg. There we go. I may know what I'm talking about. A little bit. Just a little bit. Torpor Orb. Play 1. I figured they'd get rid of it. Play 2. I figured they'd get rid of it because it hurts them. And then they expend resources, they do things, and... Oh, my goodness. I didn't get a 5-0, but hey. I made my money back, or whatever. The play points, Scorpion, and anybody that's new. So, I went 3-2. I got a treasure chest, which is pretty neat. You can spend 10 event tickets or 100 play points to re-enter do a league again. So I got those 100 play points for going better than a 50% win rate. Some season point. Whatever. But, yeah, cool stuff. You can open up the treasure chest, but you can also sell it for, I think, roughly 1 event ticket. Something like that. All right. I think that was a very positive start. I mean, who doesn't love getting back what you put in, so you get to do another league at the very least. All right. 2.5 hours almost. I didn't know how long it would take, so maybe I'll kind of aim for that. Hopefully I can do a league in 2 hours, a little bit over 2 hours, we'll see. But this was a good first experience. I mean, Mono Black Waste Not, Izzet Phoenix, and Bring to Light. There you go. That's a pretty wide range of stuff that I can beat. And the other stuff, you know, I could have got the job done, but I did have fun. Yeah. All right. I'll leave it there for tonight, or whenever it is that you guys are watching. Have a good rest of your time zone. Get some good rest, and take a big bite out of that like button. See you next time. Peace.